Hello guys, good evening. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Emmanuel Idiom So, and on today's video would be basically talking about knowing the required certificates when coming to study in Czech Republic, either for your masters, your bachelor's, or your PhD program. It is extremely essential that one knows the certificates that are needed when coming to study in Czech Republic, because Czech Republic is quite different. Their system is quite different from some other countries like the UK, the US, and Canada. And owing to the fact that English is not spoken here, it is the official language is Czech. So it is necessary you translate your document. So you should know, and you should. It is necessary you do some sort of certifications on your document, so you know what is necessary. So without much ado, I will we'll hit the ground running as regards documents and certificates needed your for you coming gaining admission and moving to Czech Republic via the student route. Now, as I said earlier on, knowing these things gives you a smooth application process. So in this video, we'll guide you through the exact document you need. So from your high school diploma to your notification for bachelor's applicants to advanced degree recognition for masters and PhD student as well. We would also cover some key tips for preparing translation, authentication, and some university specific requirements to make your application stand out as best as we can. So we're getting some resources from Charles University, Masaryk University. Also, we'll be using the site studying Czech, and also Czech Ministry of Education. So we'll be going straight into it. Okay. Now to start with, we'll be going starting with your bachelor's program. So if you're coming to Czech Republic and you have intention of applying using your bachelor's program, applying for a bachelor's program, it is necessary that you first and foremost have your secondary education certificate. Now, depending on whatever your country, that is high school. Talking about high school, so it is necessary you have your high school certificate, which back in my country it is called the West African Examination Council (WAEC) here. There's also a secondary education certificate that is called GCE, which is um, General Certificates Education. Okay, so that you can as well use. And I also learned that you can as well use NECO, which is National Education Council Organization, I think so, or thereabout. Nigerian Educational Council Organization, there or thereabout. So it is called NECO. If you're from Nigeria, you should have an idea. So now you should whatever country you are from, you should now have an idea of what documents are required for bachelors specifically. So you need to submit a proof of this submitting this document, this certificate is a proof that yes, you actually finished the secondary school um, study and you actually graduated. So it can be either called a high school diploma or secondary school living certificate. So whichever of these, that is what you would see as a requirement to gain admission in a Czech school when you're applying for a bachelor's. So it is also necessary that you also know that you need to translate your document and authenticate it as well. And then you talking about your bachelor's certificate. So it must be translated into Czech, and it must be officially authenticated which is what we call what can be called referred to as apostilled or notarized. So depending on the university requirements. Now, several universities have several requirements. So I might not give you the general all the requirement for all universities because I they are all available online. Okay, they are all available online. So some specific requirements for some universities are usually entrance exams. Okay, so some universities might require entrance exams, while some might not. Yes, all they need you do is submit all the necessary requirements. So, and which may also be counted as part of the certificate portfolio. So when you pass it, your your certificate you get, your results can be, added as your added into your certificate portfolio, certifying that yes, you successfully passed. Okay, so that's been that. Now, you might not be very familiar with the word nostrification. So it is just a a procedure to verify that the applicant's high school diploma is equivalent to that of the Czech secondary school education. Okay, so notification is just to confirm that okay, the secondary school certificate in your country is equivalent to that of the secondary school certificate here in Czech Republic. So that is that for that. Okay, so that is for bachelors. It's someone asked me one time if transcript is required. As much as I know, transcript is not required. Um, Guidelines change, information change, updates are given. So as at this time when I'm making this video, I am aware that transcript is not required if you want to study for a bachelor, if you want to study a bachelor program in Czech Republic. So now we'll move on to a master's program. So the first thing that is required is your undergraduate certificate for a master's program. So applicants need to submit a bachelor's degree certificate from an accredited university, whatever university you studied at. It should be an accredited university. It should be a recognized university in Czech Republic. At least it should be registered in whatever country you are from, because I am aware that some universities have not like are not recognized by government of certain countries. Okay. Okay, we have someone here. Hello, hello, Ibrahim. How you doing? Welcome to our online our live chat. Okay. So he's asking a question. Hello, brother. I'm from Kenya. I got my high school certificate and also I have a diploma in water engineering. I want to do a bachelor's in automotive in automotive. How can I navigate about it? Okay, just stay online. So we don't divert from what we are on. Okay, I'll respond to this question at the end of this chat. So just stay back. Okay, so I'm moving to master's program. So as I said earlier on, you should submit your undergraduate degree certificate. You should submit get your undergraduate degree certificate available, and also you should have your transcripts of record. So a certified transcript, academic transcript is required, which and your transcript basically is detailing the courses, your grade, and also your overall academic performance while you were studying for your bachelor's program. So the transcript is necessary. So and you also need to do a notification for your bachelor's degree um, yeah, bachelor's degree certificate. You need to notify it, which is also like I said for the bachelor's, your when you're notifying it, it certifies that whatever bachelor's you studied in your country or whatever country you studied it at, it is equivalent to the bachelor's certificate here in Czech Republic. Okay, so it needs to be equivalent with the bachelor's certificate here in Czech Republic. So by doing it is the nostrification that certifies that yes, it is equivalent. Okay, so you also do a notification on that. So in some cases it needs to be notified, while some on some cases as well, it's it is it has to be officially recognized by authorities to prove that it is also equivalent. So you need to do either you do notification or internal evaluation. They call it internal evaluation. That is, your school will have to submit it to the school you intend studying at. Then they will do some internal evaluation on it. Okay. Then you have to do, depending on the school. Some school require you to do proof of language proficiency. I know Czech University of Life Science. I think Masaryk. I don't know about Charles. These two that I mentioned, I know they don't require you to do language proficiency in English. I know they don't require you to do language proficiency in English. So if your particular school requires you to do that, which could be IELTS or TOEFL, it is necessary you do it if you really want to study in that school. Okay, and they all have their minimum score requirements, so you decide on that. Now, on the other hand, about language proficiency, some Czech TOTS programs often require you to also prove that you know Czech language. You understand? You have so and you have to demonstrate through a certified language exam that you have a background in Czech language. Okay, and also sometimes it's all depending on the course you're applying for. Maybe some course in arts or maybe IT or so. This or design. This is required that you have a portfolio. Okay, so which it needs to be officially authenticated as well. So that's been that. Now we move on to PhD program requirements. Now, your master's certificate is required. A certified copy of your master's degree certificate, showing that the applicant has completed their master's, is required. Sorry about that. Is required. So you should do that. You should certify it um, at the appropriate um, authority, and you would know so via communication with your faculty officer or your department officer. Okay, all these things will be available in your school's website, so you don't need to worry, you don't need to bother. All these things will be all the necessary information that you need to follow through will be available on your school's website. So all you need to do is dedicate time to always get information from your school's website. Okay, dedicate time, slow by steady, familiarize yourself with your school's website, your intending school website. Okay, familiarize yourself with it. Get um step by step. You definitely, if it is in Czech, you just click the translate button, so it translates the sites. Moves to changes to an English website, and it changes to English, so you don't have to bother yourself about it. Welcome, guys. Please do well to like the live and also share, so individuals who are interested to move to Czech Republic would see this. Thank you very much, Ibrahim. I'll respond to your question. I just want to be done with the PhD, then give some tips, and I'll answer your question. Okay, so still stay by. So as I said earlier on, your degree, your master degree certificate, you need to certify it. Okay, also your academic transcript for your masters. Okay, you need to also do the needful. Okay, you need to make it available, and which you will get from your school. Okay, then also your research proposal, because many PhD programs require a research proposal or a project outline that fits the department you're applying for. Okay, so you need to your proposal needs to be available, and also letter of recommendation. Typically it is required, so maybe two or three letters from previous professors or academic supervisors will, or three even, may be required, or four, sorry, may be required from you. Okay, um lecturers you've worked with, or lecturers that have supervised you. It is necessary you get some sort of letter of recommendation from them. It says good about you. Then also language proficiency, depending on the school. It's all depending on the school. Okay, so some PhD program require proof of proficiency in the language of instruction, either be it being um the language of instruction, either be it being for a master's program, a bachelor's program, or a PhD program. Some university requires that you have a proficiency in the language you're going to be taught. So they require you to have a certificate of the particular language. So all you need to do is verify if your school requires that. Okay, if your department requires that. So that's basically it. Okay, so some tips you should also be aware of is that try as much as possible to apply early. Try as much as possible to apply early. So whatever documents to start your application early. So whatever document that is required from you, if you don't have it at that time, you'll be able to process it as fast as possible. Try as much as you can to start your application early. It is extremely important. I always advise of that. Try as much as possible to start your application early. Okay, it gives you an edge. It gives you an edge. So whatever, if you need to translate the document, you do it ASAP. If you need to notarize the document, you do it ASAP. If you need to authenticate the document, you do it ASAP. Okay. So, and also checking your university's requirement is necessary before you kick off your application. Make sure you check all the requirements so you don't fall short of anything. Okay. Make sure you do that because several different universities have different requirements. Okay, different universities in Czech have different requirements. Before now, some universities do not require you to even pay your school fees before you come over there. When you come over there, you can now pay your school fees. But as much as I know now, unfortunately, it's no, it doesn't happen again. I don't know. Maybe some people abused it. Maybe coming to a country, do not go to the school or do not report to the school, and so I think it has to be about that. Okay, I think it has to be about that. And also it is necessary you also know the timing for the notification process because it takes time. So that is one thing that talks about you starting early. Okay, so it is start it in advance, starting it in advance. So as I said for the bachelors, I already made it clear that transcripts is not required for bachelors, just your certificate, your secondary school certificate that is required. Okay. What else? I will be dropping some resource, some websites where you can find information on the description box, so you can always help yourself out to find information that you might need. Okay. Yeah. So that is that. Okay. So to answer Ibrahim's question, let me read again. Hello, brother. I'm from Kenya. I got my high school certificate. I'm also I have a diploma in water engineering. I want to do a bachelor in automotive. How can I navigate about it? Okay. So first and foremost, why don't you want to do a master's? Ibrahim, I believe you're still there. Why don't you want to do a master's? If it is just a master, if you decide that you want to do a bachelor's, I don't know how old you are. I don't know how old you are, but it is if you are, the odds will be in your favor if you're if you are below 30, the odds will be in your, because usually here in Czech Republic, it is requires that individuals who are say 20 years, or if individuals who are above 30 should not be applying for masters. Okay, you don't have a bachelor's degree. Okay, I thought you said you have a bachelor's degree. I got my high school certificate, and also I have a diploma. Oh, okay, a diploma in water engineering. Okay, okay, you're 25. Then then you're good to go. I think you're good to go. But you will not need your diploma in automotive, in water engineering, because I don't think you need your diploma in water engineering, because it is not recognized. I think so. Depending on your school, you cannot always tell your supervisor, or the officer that you are in contact with, that you have a diploma in water engineering. Okay, these guys are humans. Just send a mail, send a message that you have a diploma in water engineering. But usually it is a school certificate that is required. So all you need to do is decide on a school. In the description box, I'll put a school, a website, studying.cz. On the other hand, I have some past videos. Just check my past videos. You'd see I did a series on different courses that you can study in Czech Republic. Okay, I did a series on different courses you can study in Czech Republic. I took my time. Okay, I went to different sites and school sites to actually break these things down. So go to my previous live videos. Okay, Ibrahim, did you? I hope you got that. You would see some courses, some courses in relevance, or close to what you're doing. And also there's a site called studying.cz. Studying.cz. I'll put it in the description box. So you can also as well go to studying.cz and also experts.cz. You'll find out different courses that are available for you to study. Okay, so thank you guys. Please do well to like the live. Do well to like the live, okay? I really appreciate it. Is there any other question you would want to ask? I see some we still have some guys here. If there are other questions you'd want to ask, feel free to ask, because we're about signing out. So we have 1 minute to wait. Then I would say peace out. Ibrahim, okay, I've been following your post. You want to contact? You can send an email to the ejoma, the ejoma so at gmail. Okay, so okay, Joseph said this one appointment date in Nigeria is tough. Any advice? I'll do a live video on practical ways you can get a date. I'll do a live video tomorrow. I'll do a live video tomorrow, okay? 8 o'clock. Joseph, I'll do a live video on how to get appointments. Let me write it down. I'll do a live video tomorrow by 8 o'clock. I hope I don't disappoint. But I'll try and do a live video, okay? So Joseph, sorry, Ibrahim, for admission guidance services, contact him at gmail.com. So thank you guys for having come to the live. I really, really appreciate it, okay? Have an amazing time. Feel free to ask me questions on the chat, on the comment sections. I would respond to them either by doing a video or by responding. But I prefer doing a video, so I'll check out resources that will help you. All right, bye for now, guys. Peace.